Willie, you'll find Dave. He's the white guy with the dark shades and a watch cap on, hunched over one of these things.
GPS signal lost.
So, but I mean, come on. Who needs to be a zillionaire? You know what I mean?
Amen.
There are so many ways that you can take. Now, think. All night long I've been hitting this stuff, right? I've been hammering away at this whole concept, this philosophy. Years ago in the projects in Chicago, a guy got up and shared a bit of testimony. You know what he said? He said, I've only been in Teen Challenge for about 3 months now. But he said, you know, there's one thing I think I'm finally figuring out. God don't sponsor no flops.
Amen.
People might think you're nuts. People might think you're useless and worthless.
Amen.
You might have heard all your life, you're garbage, you're rubbish, you can't amount to nothing. Well, hey. Excuse me? Object lesson 1265. I mean, how far do we have to go with this thing? You know, I've heard Phil Kig. I've known Phil for years. He's a brilliant guitarist. And if you've never heard of him, you're missing something. But this guy is a genius, and he's one of the most humble people I've ever met. I got to tell, we were up in Canada at a blues festival a while ago, jamming together. And I got to tell you, the guy is unreal humble, but unreal gifted. And you know, I've heard Phil play junk guitars from junk amps, and I've heard him play the most exquisite, expensive guitars and through the most beautiful amps and PAs, whatever. It doesn't matter. The sound is in his heart and head, and it's in his hands.
Right.
And we've got to learn that there are workarounds. You know, I'm a Linux guy in computing. I don't use Mac unless I absolutely have to, and I really don't use Windows unless I absolutely have to. I use a whole different operating system.